Welcome back to another video on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and we have made a list of the top 3 best DLCs to get in 2026 on the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, with like over 50 plus options for DLCs, finding the best one if you can only get a couple is going to be hard to do. Now, with 6+ years playing the Hunter Call of the Wild and playing with almost every single one of these DLCs, I have a pretty good idea of which ones are going to be the best and which ones you're going to have the most fun with. So let's hop right into it. And starting off, number 3. There's going to be 2 options here. So if you're on PC, there's going to be a couple DLCs that you guys don't have that on console, on Xbox and PlayStation, we do have access to. And that is going to be the tents and ATVs. Those are not included on PC, but they are included on console, so it's something that you wouldn't have to worry about. Now, for PC, number 3 here is going to be the tents and blinds, just purely because tents can be so helpful for fast traveling any place on the map that you want, as well as the discount when you go ahead and rest and reset the time. Now, if you are not on PC and you already have access to that, my number 3 option for you guys is going to be the Sika Safari Lodge. What is the point in having all these trophies, all these crazy trophies you find, if you can't put them and display them in a lodge? So I figure that is going to be the number 3 option. And with that, that is going to go ahead and wrap up the number 3. Now, moving on to number 2, we're going to go ahead and pick some maps here. So we need a good map to hunt now. And I'm going to go ahead and pick the Tiawara National Park because Tiawara, or New Zealand, is going to have the ability to hunt 2 different great ones. And it's a really good map for both of these species, being the fallow deer and the red deer, both of which I have gotten my great ones off of. And it is just a super good map for that. So if you guys are into great ones, I would say Tiawara, New Zealand is going to be the best map for that. Now, the second option here, if you guys aren't interested in going for great ones and you just purely want to be able to hunt a whole bunch of species that are super cool, I'm going to say go with Peru because honestly, it's the newest map. They've got the best models and it's just a super awesome map. Definitely check that one out. And that's going to wrap up number 2. So now that we have our map, we're going to go ahead and move on to number 1. Number 1 being 2 rifle packs. Now, once again, it kind of comes down to personal preference here. But option 1 is going to be the modern rifle pack. Now, in the modern rifle pack, you're going to get 3 weapons. You're going to get the 22 LR, you're going to get the 223, and you're going to get the 308. Now, the 308 is a 4-8 rifle. It's going to be perfect if you want to do those Great One grinds. It's a semi-auto. All of these are semi-autos. And the 22 is going to give you the option to do the 22 trick. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's going to be a little trick where you can shoot a 22 round in the air if you're over like 200 meters from an animal, and it'll just make them go alert. So if they're not facing the direction you want, you can just make them quickly turn around and face you or face broadside, and that's going to be perfect. Now, the 223, it's going to be already a weapon that we have in the game that is a semi-auto. Now, it is a semi-auto over the bolt action 223 that we already have in the game. And it's, not too much to speak of, just another 223. And the 308, like I said, is going to be a perfect gun for grinding great ones. Semi-auto 5 rounds, just gets the job done. And it's that class 4-8, so you can take pretty much most of the great ones with it. Now, my number 1 option for the number 1 pick here is going to be a rifle pack. It's going to be the Hunter Power Pack. Now, that's going to also come with 3 rifles, which is standard for most of the DLCs. You're going to get the 338, which is an amazing gun to hunt red deer and hunt great ones. It's a bolt action rifle. The 7mm Magnum. Now, the 7mm is a class 4-9. So it's going to cover a lot of classes. It's just going to be a really, really good rifle to hunt with. And the Olsen 23, which is also a 308. So in my personal preference, this is going to be the best to hunt with. The only perk I would say that comes with the other one over this one is the 22. Now that 22 is going to get you that 22 trick. And it's going to be really easy to take out geese and ducks and things like that because you can shoot them from a longer range as opposed to a shotgun or something like that. But if you're not so much worried about that, you really like to do your Great One grinds and just hunt bigger game or medium-sized game, I'm going to say go with the Hunter Power Pack as your number 1 pick. And with that, that is going to wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day.